Hey, kids, and welcome to our podcast.
Where it's just two girls just talking about being bros.
Honestly, welcome back.
New week.
New us, baby, every week.
Heck yeah. Welcome back to our podcast. Got the tiny wick candle burning. Got our pigeon mascot sitting.
And if you're new, I'm Roxanne.
And I'm Vic. And welcome to the fun show.
Okay, guys, so actually, just a fun life update.
Mm-hmm.
We're changing the channel to just having me on screen.
Yeah.
We're going to have Victorie's audio, but she's not going to be video recorded.
We put a green screen in front of me. You can put whatever you want.
Whatever I need in that moment.
Yeah.
That's still do
fair.
all the editing, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, we can never have it. That's
Wouldn't
not
be
happening.
any other way.
ASMR. Anyways, welcome back.
There's like no ASMR there.
That was some ASMR.
You're holding up.
Listen, I give the fans what they want, you know? And if you guys are wondering, no, that's not my stomach. That's the crackling of the tiny wicks candle. Just making sure we got to get that out of the way, because let me tell you, when my body has made some noises on this channel, I'm not kidding.
No.
I wish I was. Unfortunately, listen, that's the way the body works.
Exactly.
Especially when you drink as much coffee as I do.
That's
things
science.
are bound to be wrong with your body. both all mind, body, and soul is deteriorating with each cup of coffee that I have, and at a rapid, much faster pace than the day before.
Yeah.
But listen, guys, I'm currently, when we're recording this, I'm 4 weeks into my final semester, which means only 8 weeks more to go.
Oh.
Only eight weeks of coffee, baby.
You guys wait.
Excited?
This is gonna be. You have to document. You have to. Okay, the first month off, or first maybe week or so, you have to document every day, and we'll do you'll record it, but we'll like post it later. So it'll be like a long your month after coffee. You have to document it every day. Like do an entry.
The withdrawal is gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad. There's gonna be.
You're
some
gonna
crying.
be able to tell.
There's gonna be a lot of lying down. We might not even I might not even be able to get myself into the studio to record. Like genuinely. It's so bad. If I don't have a coffee at my first coffee of the day before noon, I simply perish. I literally start shutting down from the outside in, right? So my brain, I'm still here mentally, and I'm doing fine. And then I'll get up and it'll feel like I haven't eaten in 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh no. And then because it becomes that much harder to get to the coffee. But guys, don't worry. Cream was on sale at Metro. I stocked up while school's on. My coffee's on, baby.
Yeah.
The pot of coffee's on.
Are you gonna do that for our cleanse? Or is that the same time?
Good point. I was hoping to start the cleanse sooner.
Oh, I'll do it with you if you do it, and I will.
But
eat
coffee
no junk
won't
food.
be. It won't be. I'll do junk food first. I can cut out junk food, no problem.
Oh yeah,
Coffee's.
But when you do coffee, I'll do junk food because
Oh,
what coffee is to you, like chocolate and cookies and cake is to me. Because I don't like coffee, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's equal. So when you do that, I'll do no chocolate or
Sounds good.
No cake. I also will be crying.
Well, one of my favorite stories is you saying that you used to scream for chocolate.
Yeah. Does that make so much sense about me, guys? Hearing that?
When I heard it, I wasn't surprised. I was pleasantly surprised.
Literally, I'm not a person who would scream about anything. But just the fact that I would scream to my mother to give me more chocolate is just so, nothing more describes me perfectly.
5 minutes in and we already have tech issues.
Yeah, but
surprise.
Okay, we're back. Nothing happened. But while you're here, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, and make sure to follow us on all our socials. 2GirlsBeingBros for Twitter, 2GirlsBeingBros_ for Instagram, 2GirlsBeingBros for TikTok, and if you are watching us, you can also listen on all your favorite podcast apps. So, pick your poison. You know what I was thinking about last night? I was thinking about a lot of things with Roxanne.
Okay.
Also, side note, whoever is my FBI agent, who's watching my texts and stuff, I don't really text people. The only people I text are my mom, my dad, my brother when I need something, and then you on the regular. But I do text myself a lot. Sounds so sad. I text myself when I text myself things I want to talk about on the podcast, or video ideas, or if you tell me a video idea, I always jot it down there, because I find it the easiest thing to do, just send like a text to myself, just so it's like there, right? And like I've had issues with note apps before where I've like lost all my notes before, so I was like, is texting yourself's the safest thing. And I just would love to see like my FBI agent's thoughts. Like I'm just straight up texting stuff, and it's like the randomest things. Like it looked like I'm on like 30 drugs, because like they make no sense.
What was it that you, one time I said something to you and then you texted yourself, but you actually texted me?
Oh yeah.
What was it?
I think was it not like an idea?
Oh, my faces. It was about my faces that I make a dance.
Oh yeah, your plastic surgery face.
It was. Yeah, like I just like. Oh wait, hold up. I have to plug in my laptop. We have to. Okay, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 90% of what I talk about relates back to dancing.
Yeah.
Sue me. It just happens to be
all of our. That's all we do in our lives, guys. That's all we have going for us.
That's the only thing we do.
It's like, our personality trait.
It's like we always talk about, but it's because it's actually like a lot of stuff happens at dancing, so
yeah.
you can't blame me too much.
It's like twice a week we see that.
But for some reason, there just got a point where like I would just make the randomest faces, like like that, like just like really like flex, because I just have I feel the muscles in my face and have really good control over them. So I would just like do like random faces to Victorie. Like I would do them into the mirror so she would see.
It makes me laugh. So it looks like you're on an episode of Botched, like the plastic surgery gone wrong. Like literally. It's so fun. It makes me laugh so hard.
But yeah, so then I was like doing them one rehearsal, and then she wanted to address them in the podcast. So she literally like I just get a text from her, and she's like, Roxanne's plastic surgery faces, and I was like, I know this isn't meant for me. But who is it meant for? Like, I know she texts herself, and I was like, it could be. What if she's also just texting someone else about me? Like, did you out yourself that you've secretly had a secret blog about me?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Subscribe to that blog, too.
Exactly.
Drop the link down below.
I will. Don't worry. No, yeah. So, yeah, I texted you by accident. I've done it before, too. Because, like, literally, you're on, like, my top. Like, you and me are my most texted contacts. So sad. But one of the things I have written down here that I wrote down for myself that I had to sorry, I just saw one in caps. Robin Thicke and Adam Levine scare me. All in capital letters. Texted to myself.
Like, what are you doing over here?
Yeah, but a lot. But that was a thought I had, and I was like,
that's
my new answer for the question. Like, who would when you cross this? Like, someone's walking towards you, you're walking towards it. Who would you cross the street? Robin Thicke and Adam Levine. They're like up there with all those people. One of the things, this made me laugh. It's a bit out of context now by the time this comes out. But so I think me and Roxanne, we saw each other for some reason on October 1st. And then
for some reason to record.
Okay. I was like, it's either that recording or like dancing. Can't remember which one. Don't remember what day that was. And then she turns. So we're I guess, we're waiting for her to record. And then she pulls up her Instagram. And then she's like, I knew Maddie Ziegler wasn't an October birthday. And I was like, what? Like, I was like, what on earth? So, context, there's Maddie Ziegler from Dance Mom. She posted, like, it was her 19th birthday. She's wearing, like, a nice, pretty dress and has, 19 balloons behind her. And she's, like, she turns to me, Roxanne, and it's like, I know she doesn't have an October birthday. And then she looks it up, and it was, like, September 36th. She's like, I knew. And I was like, what does that mean? First of all, like, why did you randomly say that to me? What does it mean? How did you know she didn't have an October birthday? Like, what? There's no, like, so, what about that picture gave it away?
Let me explain.
Yeah.
There's a couple things I need to address.
Yeah, okay. I was so confused.
So number one, you think I just brought it up to you. No. That was what lived upstairs. I was in your bathroom, and that was the thought that came across my mind was, no way does Maddie Ziegler have an October birthday, and this is a photo from it. This is a September birthday photo. I looked up I Googled her birthday. Lo and behold, her birthday was September 30th. Yeah, called it. Spot on. So first of all, don't think that I just came to, like, talk a big show up to you. That is what happens in here. Okay? So number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you could just tell by the photo that was not someone who has, like, here's the thing. Every month, the person who's born in that month has a certain, they feel a certain way towards their birthday, right? Because you're forced to celebrate around that time period. Yeah. So obviously you have different emotions feeling towards it, right?
Yeah.
You have January birthday, cold month, you're kind of like, oh, what to do? You always have to plan indoor activities. Immediately half is cut out. Me with my summer birthday, you got options. You got indoor and outdoor, but it becomes tricky because you want to do outdoor because the weather's nice. But if it's too hot, it's just a big sweat fest.
Yeah.
No one's winning in that case, right? Especially if it's my birthday and I have to be there. Holy smokes, right? So when I looked at her in this photo, I immediately saw, no way would someone with an October birthday feel this way about their birthday and produce these photos. And I was right. So let's just sound the alarm, because Roxanne was right one more time.
I'm not saying you were a little
bored, and I
never said like, why are you right? Like, I think you should be wrong. I'm just so confused by the whole scenario of this. And you like told this to me, like, and I kind of didn't think much of it because, like, you know, we do this stuff all the time and we record it, and I went on with my day. But then it was after that I came back to that moment of time and I was like, I'm so confused. Like, just on every single level. Like, what makes the difference between a September 30th and October 1st birthday? How did her posing with balloons just make you know that wasn't an October birthday? Why is it important if she had a September birthday versus an October birthday? I was just so confused and I've been thinking about this and I had to write it down because I was like, I need to address this because I'm still processing why this conversation came about.
No one can really pinpoint what's going on inside here. It's an anomaly, and I can't respond to why it was important. Yeah. But in that moment, I had to confirm that this in no way, shape, or form was an October birthday.
You were right.
And I was right.
So I guess there's something right in there.
I've got a method to my madness. Let me say. Another thing, side note though, so that's just genuinely a thought I had, and I just decided to share it with you. And I feel like that's literally the story of our lives, because one thing at dancing was we were doing a stretch, right? And like, so we were like stretching our hips, but then it was like, oh, if you want a deeper stretch, you lean over to the side like this. Yeah. And like, it just so happened me and Victorie were doing opposite ways. So at one point, our arms were close. So I look over to my hand and I see Victorie's hand right there. So I like touch her hand, and I think we like high-fived or something. No, we did that. And then and then Victorie just from the TikTok trend, like the together forever best friends, like a heart like that, and we just did it for ourselves. Like, we were like, I didn't even think anyone was watching us. And then I just hear our instructor laughing because she witnessed that. Like, she was facing towards us and she started laughing. She was like, what is this? I'm like, that's us. And there were so many instances that rehearsal that I was just like doing something to you or Nadia, and like she just saw and she was like, what's going on with these people? And I was like, what can I say? We don't do it for the audience. We do it for ourselves. Exactly. It just so happens to be that this is what our life is.
Literally, I feel like we both, and like we all live in our own worlds, you know? But like, they're very different, our own worlds. But like, we all live in our own worlds, which connects it. If that makes any sense. Probably not, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
Anyways, happy birthday, Maddie Ziegler. Happy belated.
Woo, happy belated, baby.
Ooh, controversial question, opinion.
Yes.
Is Christmas Day the worst day to have your birthday? To be honest, I was thinking about this because it got brought up when we were at Nadia's birthday party, and someone was like, "Oh, that would like suck to have your birthday on Christmas." Or I don't know if it was part of the game, but I remember it kind of got brought up, and I was like, "Is it? Is it though?" Because I was thinking about it. I don't think I would mind, because my birthday would get overshadowed by Christmas, and that's a dream come true. Because I freaking hate my birthday. I hate when the attention's all on me. That's a
dream come true for you.
But I know, I was thinking,
I would say typically having it on Christmas is bad. New Year's would be bad. Valentine's Day would be bad. Not for me. Like, these are not my personal things. I think this is just like general. It kind of screws things up for people because now it's like, my birthday, you know. Canada Day's fine because that's just a drinking holiday. What else? I'm trying to think.
Easter, kind of.
No one really cares. Like, that's also a different time every year, so it's like you can kind of avoid it. So you have some time off. Like, those three things. Yeah. Those 3 days, for some reason, New Year's, I think it's because it's so widely celebrated. Like, any human being can celebrate it, right? And then now with your birthday, it's kind of like, I guess it is all a celebration. Yeah. Christmas, you still get to see your family, so it's like, it's kind of killing two birds with one stone. But I think what it is, it's you get cheaped out on the gifts. Yeah. Unless you don't get gifts to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. I think I would take an L on the gifts just so that no one can say happy birthday to me. I don't know. Careful, maybe. No. Stay tuned.
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, what you wish for. Sorry. Yeah. I'd love to have my birthday on Valentine's Day. I would throw the biggest party and be like, choose me or choose your partner.
Well, I mean, it's easy.
Just be you.
Just be me and you. So it's just a date for us.
I'm kidding. I'm not that evil. I don't care that much.
She's lying. Yeah. She's gonna legally change her birthday to February 14th.
Oh, my favorite thing is too. It was Nadia's birthday recently. Happy birthday, Nadia! Actually, not when the time this gets released. It's like not, but at dancing, Roxanne made everyone sing Happy Birthday, Nadia, and I felt so bad for Nadia because like I feel like she's more similar to me in the sense that like she hates that.
I know, but it had to be done.
It had to be done, and then I turned to Roxanne. And I was like, if you ever pull that stunt on my birthday, I swear to God.
You know I have to though.
No, you won't. I there's no dance
legally
on my birthday,
have
so
to.
Too bad.
Doesn't matter. I legally have to.
No, I will walk out. I'll quit.
That's cool.
Single-handedly quit.
That's cool. But you can do what you gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Like you think I have a choice?
No, that's fair.
What kind of a friend would I be if I didn't?
Fair.
Because your birthday is not about you.
No,
it's about us celebrating you.
No, it's even worse. Can we celebrate you?
Have to. You don't.
I'm giving you a day
you
where
regularly.
I can celebrate you. Another day.
Okay, I'll take it.
You're welcome. But yeah, that was birthday talk.
See, here's the thing, guys. With Victorie, you flip a coin. Sometimes you get something good, and then 99% of the time you get something bad. You know, but it happens. That 1% of good.
It's kind of like my life.
I'm literally talking about you.
Wait, I'm close up. I don't know what's going on.
It's literally my life. Yes, I did just say that.
I'm confused.
It's okay.
I'm lost. I'm lost. Everybody makes mistakes.
Let's get to song of the week. You need a break. Like, you need a break.
That was pretty good. I had a pretty good first 17 minutes. That's pretty good, right, guys?
Leave a comment down below if Victorie had a good 17 minutes, please. Just so I can express to her how I'm feeling for once. Oh, the story I want to post for our channel is not uploading, guys. I'm a little bit peeved.
We're in like the deepest depths of my basement here. There's no internet.
See, you're just like, I know that you try to give good descriptions.
Yeah.
There's just something
kind of fall
about
flat.
Yeah. It's okay though. You know, I love you for it.
Thank you.
Because it makes me feel better. I'm kidding. So you're gonna give us your song of the week?
Yes. So my song of the week is "I Don't Wanna Leave." I Don't Wanna Leave by Pretty Much and Jeremiah. How do you pronounce?
Jeremy. I'm pretty sure.
Jeremy.
Yeah. It's just spelled
with an A.
Different.
Yeah, Jeremy. Oh, guys, this song's so good. When I tell you, this is getting released from when we're like a week from when we record it, or 2 weeks. Sorry, my bad. I'll still be listening to that song. Okay, it is such a bop. It is so good. I haven't stopped listening to it. I listen to it every day. I don't know. When I first listened to it, funny, I didn't like it that much. Now I love it. It's so good. Pretty Much, they don't disappoint. I can't say anything bad about their music. And I love Jeremy. Sorry, I forgot. I guess this is why I text myself, because I can't remember things.
I'd say my song is "Jail" by Kanye. Did I do that one?
No. Yeah.
How did I think I did? "Jail" by Kanye West. That's from his newest album, Donda. I like the song. What can I say?
Take what you want. Take everything.
Made in the image of God. That's my selfie. I like that. And then God in my cells. That's my celly. I love that.
There is some good wordplay.
God, that's my
There's
selfie.
some really good wordplay on that album, guys. I gotta say.
And then they just start throwing around like Moses and Jesus, and I don't get it.
God, like Moses and Jesus.
Just like that, yes.
Yeah. Because he's like, it's something in Jesus, like Moses and Jesus.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Happens. But yeah, so that's my song of the week. It's a bop. What can I say? It's
good.
It's good stuff, you know? You listen to it and it's like it's like just the brink. Like it's R&B mostly, but just enough of an upbeat that I can handle. So
good stuff.
Okay, so back to dancing. But the reverse. So I teach at dancing, right? So yes, I teach the future generation. So before we get into that, I'm great with kids. It's both a blessing and a curse.
Do you think people think you would not be good with kids, and they think I'd be good with kids? Because it's quite the opposite.
But
I'm just thinking like,
it's
like
not
a lot of kids.
It's not that I'm like good with kids in the sense that like I just happen to love every single child. That's not it. I have this gift of reading them and literally acting in a way that just makes them comfortable around me. It's the weirdest thing. Like I can eat. Oh, I can pick up on a child, and like when they're kind of nervous, I'm immediately the first one that they'll talk to. Like it's the weirdest thing. So literally growing up, like I was always freaking the best. Like I had young cousins, and like I was the only cousin that they talked to because I had this crazy gift. But anyway, so I teach dancing, and like these kids, oh my gosh, like I think they're in grade 2 and 3. So they're like that age where it's kind of like they're kind of starting to have some form of a personality. They're all very like they're just crazy, want some attention from their peers, right? They're not the age of like they want, like I feel like just younger, they want all the attention of the instructors. Yeah. That age, they're starting to just get attention from their peers, right? Happens to the best of us. And literally, like I will watch these kids, and I've seen all these TikToks of people being like, oh, kids will do like the craziest stuff, like blah, blah. It really is. Yeah. Like, do you want to have it randomly? So I teach with our dance instructor, and she was just talking about something dance related, and then one kid raises their hand, and she's like, yeah. And they're like, I had a nosebleed today. And then another kid raises their hand, and she's like, yeah. And they're like, I had a nosebleed like 2 weeks ago or something. And they all of them start talking about their nosebleeds. And we were like, how did this happen? How did we get here? And then, so the reason I brought this up is because my dance instructor might be gone. And she was like, oh, who do you want to fill in? The thought, did you hear it? Why did I do that? Holy smokes, I'm getting carried away here. The thought of Victorie interacting with kids, because I realized I've never really seen you except for with your younger cousin. Yeah. And I just stole the spotlight because I'm just, like, there's something about me that kids just flock to. She didn't actually. But I've seen you interact with her, and like you seem good, but like I just can't picture you dealing with kids. Like, a lot. Yeah, no, and like that's the thing. I don't think I could. Like I know there's some like people in life who are made to be teachers and they're made to be like around kids. I am not one of those people, and I can recognize that. Like I just get so overwhelmed. Like I have no patience. I can handle like one or two. Like I've hung out with like my cousin like when they were younger. Like I can no problem hang out with them. Like we'll play games. We'll have fun. We'll have a good time. No problem. But also, I don't know if that's just the fact because they're my cousins. They're also, they're family, so it's very different. Very different. The dynamic is so I don't know if I could... See, I don't even know if I could do like one-on-one with like a rando kid. You know what I mean? But I know for a fact I could not handle a group of them. I have no patience for that. Like even like teaching like back in the day when my brother was like really young, and like my mom was like, come with homework, teach him math, like the math I could understand, you know, back in the day. And I couldn't handle it. I don't have the patience. Like I can like I could just back to dancing. Oh my god, everything reminds me of dancing. But like I remember like someone asked me like to show them a combo, and like I was like, okay, I showed them the combo, and then they just didn't get it right away, and I was like, well, what do you want? Like what I showed you the combo. Like what else do you want from me? Do it. Like I'm like, you go left, right, then you do that, and like I don't have that like patience. I don't have like the ability to, like to figure out what they need and like break something down. Like, and I don't have the desire to learn how to help them. There we go. I get it. So what you're saying is that if I needed help with anything, you have no desire to help me. Cool. Good to know. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's you especially. Yeah. Especially me. Even if you did have the desire, you wouldn't do it for me. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd be too overwhelmed. I couldn't do it. Like that'd be hilarious. I just want to see it so bad. Just the thought of you and then just a whole group, because it's a big group of kids, honestly. More kids than I've ever taught at once, but oh my gosh, I can't. That'd be funny. I would stand in the corner and like, cry. Do it. I probably would. What can I say? Hold up. There was something I wanted to talk to you about though. I can't remember. It was something kids related. You gotta text yourself. No. So here's the thing. I always bring things up to Victorie, and she's always like, write it down, put it in the thing. You think if I could, I would? My brain doesn't function that way. If it's not important enough to stay in my brain, it's not worth my time. It will get flooded out with the next thought immediately. You think about Maddie Ziegler's September birthday. It really is a problem though, like straight up. Like on Tuesday, I went to the dentist. They had to like redo my filling. They're bad. Yeah. He was like, I'll give it to you free. I was like, yeah. You better. You messed it up. I could have. But anyways, they froze my mouth like, I don't know, they were cutting out a whole tooth. They froze literally half of my mouth, half of my tongue, half of my throat was frozen. I didn't notice until the end. Half of my nose was frozen.
Oh my God.
So they like froze me and I didn't even notice. And like, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I go to talk to the receptionist at the end, like give her my like pay, whatever. Or give her my insurance or whatever, right? So I end up netting 0. Mm-hmm. And like, she's like talking to me. And then I'm like trying to talk back and like, it's so hard for me to talk. No, I was like, why can't I talk? And I was like, okay. And then I realized I was like, oh, half my tongue is freaking frozen. I was like, okay, whatever. And then that day I decided to walk because my appointment, rookie mistake, was around school bus time. School kids time. So like they were all taking the bus and I was like, whatever, I'll just walk home. Like no biggie. So as I'm walking, things start to like defrost and like I'm like halfway home. This is like an hour-long walk, but so it's like 30 minutes in. And I'm like, why can I breathe normally now? And I was like, oh, because literally my nose was frozen. And I was like, what the heck? And then like progressively just like, and then I had a group call before class. So like while I'm walking, I was like, oh, sorry guys, if you can't understand what I'm saying, like literally half my mouth is frozen. Like I'm pretty sure I'm speaking and no one's understanding what I'm saying. Even because I stopped by like a running store before, like on my walk home between the dentist and home. And like the guy was like talking to me and I was like, bro, can't you tell I'm frozen? I'm not in the mood to talk.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I'm like on the call. And they're like, oh shoot, yeah. And I was like, yeah, whatever, like it's fine. So we had a group call and then we had class. And like at the end of class, she was like, oh, I'll let you guys out at 7:30 so that if any group needs to meet, you guys can meet now. If not, like I guess you can go or whatever. No one in my group messaged me that we were gonna meet.
Yeah.
So I thought to my head, we had a meeting today. We're lucky we get to go home early. So I just logged off. No one sent me a message to be like, hey, you coming back?
Yeah.
Weird. Like that, that pissed me off. But also, like, what participate, like, I was just, like, mentally gone. Like, I was falling asleep during this class, which I haven't done. Like, I had a good rest that day. So it was very out of character. I think it was just, like, I was exhausted, like, freaking from, like, lying in the chair all day. I was there for, like, an hour. An hour tops. What was it? Oh, so then like as my freezing was coming undone, like I started feeling like my jaw, even the next day, was still sore from just holding my mouth open because they also had to put cement on one of my permanent retainers, so I was there for a while. And like I just like completely tuned out and like I had zero thought process. But like when my group didn't message me right, I only found out because my professor emailed me after. She was like, oh hey, like are you okay, like your group stayed after. And I was like,
why didn't they do?
Why they couldn't have sent me a message?
Yeah.
And they didn't send me a message after to be like, oh hey, like was there a reason you didn't make it or whatever? And I was like, okay, strange. But I was like, oh, like I was exhausted, my freaking numbing was coming undone. I was starving because I couldn't eat. Like I was planning on eating between the dentist and before class, but then I couldn't because I literally couldn't feel half of my mouth. So I never got a chance to eat. So I was so hungry. And then I just like logged off and I was like,
so I hate about group. That's one thing I don't miss about school is like the group projects and like writing essays, because I had some nightmare group projects. We have to do like an after dark podcast after dark, and it's literally just us telling in-depth stories that that are absolutely not.
No, it's just because the stories that we have are just completely different. Like you're talking about group projects, like I'm here outing my group members right now, but then it's like, oh,
I can out my group. I have receipts. That's what I mean. We need to do like you have to pay for this story, guys.
Oh yeah,
the story I have is just unbelievable. I might put in a book.
We might have to do it. Might have to release a book. 2 girls being honest.
Because all we do is lie in these podcasts. We keep it real with you guys, 100%.
Yeah.
Never told one lie. I never told a lie in my life.
Never lied in my life.
Never.
Never a fib.
Never. We don't lie. No lying here.
Side note, remember how we claimed that you were the better sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I might have stolen that title right from under your nose. Because, picture this. So I teach 2 groups. The first group, they dance for an hour, 15 minutes. And then there's a 15-minute break. And then I teach for another 2 hours. And then I close up shop. So I'm literally at the dancing studio 4 hours. Something like that. On Thursdays only, don't worry. I get home at like 10, right? I enter my house and my brother's like, oh, I'm trying to upload a video and our internet's super slow and I might not make it in time for 11:59 p.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I use my data. So I hotspot him his laptop. When I tell you his laptop is a piece of garbage, I mean that with my whole entire chest. I held, so like phone, hotspot to my laptop. I can literally put my phone like in my backpack over there, like off, like just off to the side. It'll still be connected. I literally put the phone maybe like on your, like to the distance of your laptop.
Yeah.
It disconnected. So like it's like uploading and it's like, so it just like restarted. And he has the audacity to comment on mine. And I was like, he's like, oh, your hotspot sucks. And I was like, fine. So I like put it close to his laptop. I look at his laptop and so like we try again. So this is step 2. Again, trying to re-upload a huge video file. It's 5 minutes, but like, you know, video files are just freaking massive. It's going slow again. And he's like, oh, your hotspot sucks, man. I look. The tabs on his laptop are this small. They're slivers. I was like, sweetie, honey, X those off. And he's like, yo, they definitely like don't even do anything. And I was like, even if they're not sucking the internet, they're making your computer physically slower. And his laptop was like hanging on by a thread to begin with. He's like, he literally had a YouTube video loaded. It was Andrea Bocelli singing. And I was like, those are at least 5 minutes long. At least. And he wasn't even using it. So I made him exit all off. His laptop almost shut down trying to freaking X off these tabs. And I'm staying patient the entire time. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do it on my laptop. Because your laptop actually might shut down. And he's like, you know what? Good call. And I was like, okay. So I go plug in his phone into my laptop. First of all, he already has a Samsung. So the fact that he can't AirDrop is already mistake number 1. I try to open his phone on my laptop and it takes a couple seconds and he's like, oh, look whose laptop's slow now. It took 2 seconds and then he like laughed. I was like, you know your laptop would actually shut down or restart if I tried to.
Literally.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know. He's just talking smack. And I was like, okay. And then we tried to upload again onto like the U of T page that he has to upload it to. And it's like going really slow. And he's like, okay, let's try Google Drive. Like upload it to the Google Drive and then I'll just send them a link. And I was like, I, as a TA, don't like when students do that because technically you can play around and like re-upload stuff. And I was like, just make sure it's okay. And he's like, oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. So I use 30 minutes of my time. It's at this point, it's 10:44 p.m. We've wasted like 30 minutes on this, right? And we got nowhere so far other than him having 1,001 tabs open for no reason. I wasted 1.3 gigabytes of data uploading it to the drive, right? And then I was like, you know what? I have a bad feeling about this. I'm going to be gracious and upload to your, like, just the official U of T website.
Yeah.
Just in case. Because I was like, worst case scenario, if this thing doesn't load by 11:59 p.m., you just shoot them the link and whatever. Like, you did your best.
Yeah.
This kid tries to talk me out of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to fall for this because this is just bad vibes only right now. He's spewing nothing but toxic waste at me. Good call, because when that video, even though it was uploaded to the drive, it didn't load. Like, you couldn't open it. And I was like,
Wow.
Lo and behold, I wasted a total of 2.5 gigabytes on this kid. And he's not even gonna pay for my phone bill this month.
No.
And then not only that, he also roasted me. Like, he tried to roast my hotspot. And I was like, sorry that your laptop is actual garbage. Like, so yeah, I was very patient. I didn't scream at him once. And I didn't even take money out of his wallet for repayment. Not that I usually do that.
Yeah, I usually do that.
I usually just demand money and then he gives in eventually. But
Mm-hmm.
I will demand money later. I'm actually going to be like, so I'm going to just send him the phone bill.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, take it. Like, you're covering
You're
this,
welcome.
man.
Wow.
Literally, keep the
you
change.
get some bonus points for your Top Sister Award.
Like, 2.5 gigabytes. Who does that? And like, he was just like sitting there texting in his group chat.
So like, unappreciative.
I was stressing.
Yeah.
I was getting so stressed out. I was like, oh my gosh, we're not going to submit on time. But one thing that is a rookie mistake on his part, I do now have a copy of him presenting. So immediately after we uploaded and everything was fine, I used the audio of it. Like, I like played on my laptop and videotaped myself speaking to it and then sent it to Victorie and Nadia. So immediately, that was the first thing I did. So it was too good.
Rookie mistake.
That's the price he pays.
That is the price.
So, and he will continue to pay both monetarily and spiritually. So, yeah, so I just had to freaking go through that because that was a mission and a half.
Yeah,
living with this kid, it's a hassle and a half. Let me tell you. Adriana, shout out. She's always like, "Do you guys live together?" And I was like, he literally rejects everything that I say to him.
Yeah.
I could literally tell him the secret to freaking life. And he would later be like, I missed that. Sorry, what? It's his mission in life. It's his mission in life to bring me down a couple notches. And it's proofs in the pudding because he literally tried to... And not just party, he was literally trying to talk you out of being my friend.
Oh, yeah.
That was the highlight of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
No, it's like rookie mistake, but like, we'll have some fun. You can dream. You can dream. Won't happen. You can
Never.
keep dreaming.
Never.
You can't break us up.
Can't break the bond. It's Stockholm Syndrome. It's gonna take a lot more than that.
Guys, we're in too deep.
We're in too deep.
10 years deep.
It's got to be more than that by now.
Probably 11.
But
like, it's
12,
just nicer
maybe.
to say 10.
Yeah, it's a nice round number.
Yeah. I stopped counting because it feels like I've been your friend for a lifetime. And I'm sick of it. Just kidding.
And I've had enough. Side note, though. Talk about being the third wheel. Me at dancing to you and Nadia. They share a bar. And all of a sudden, I'm just garbage on the side of the street. They're laughing. I'm standing there looking at them, trying to pretend like I caught the joke. And I didn't.
We did it on purpose too.
I know, of course.
We had to make sure. Like we like spoke to each other and we were like, oh, she's not watching. It's not fun. So we stopped and then we were like, we waited until you were looking. And then we were like, ha hee hee hee.
It was so funny at one point because for like this corner work, whatever, so like when we're doing an exercise, she like splits up the group in half. And at first she put Victorie on the side that me and Nadia were already on, and then she was like, you know what, no, Victorie, go on the other side. And I was like, she will have two of us together regardless, but having a whole three, she couldn't have that. And I was like, you know, fair play. That's how it is though. It's like whenever it's only two of us and the third person's like standing far away from us or something, it's always the worst.
It's not the same.
It's not the same until the three of us reunite.
And then watch out.
We're a menace at dancing, let me tell you.
Well,
just talking from first-hand experience.
Exactly.
Will you kiss me now?
Absolutely not. What's it called? You want to hear the most embarrassing story of my life that happened this week to me, guys? It's top tier embarrassing, up there.
Have I heard it?
Yeah, I think I Snapchatted you. And you've heard the beginning of it.
Oh, right, yeah, I know what it is.
Oh, then there's also another one that leads to it. Guys, I've had the past week has been just a week. It's just been one of those weeks where like everything goes wrong and just everything is an issue. One of those weeks. Okay? So we started off by basically I bought BTS tickets in 2020 for their 2021 tour that never happened. Or for the 2020
it's 2020.
For the 2020 tour, sorry. Yeah. I bought them early 2020. They're supposed to come in May. Never happened. And then they just never canceled their concert. Like, we were supposed to go to Justin Bieber. He canceled it and refunded us. Justin Bieber himself refunded us. Himself. He e-transferred it back to us. But BTS just never, like, canceled it. I guess they were just holding out to see, like, what the situation was. But then they finally canceled it this summer, so 2021. And they're like, okay, we'll be sending out refunds. It usually takes, I think they said a little longer than usual. Like 3 to 4 weeks or whatever, right? So it's like, okay, I'm expecting my refund. And guys, I bought 2 tickets, like the first row of section 500. I'm going to be transparent. It was $313, guys. Okay. It was quite a bit of money. Okay. For me, that's quite a bit of money. I would like it back if I'm not going to see BTS, you know? So I was like, okay, I'm waiting for my thing. So I waited, you know, 2-3, I waited 3 weeks. Then I was like, I'm going to start checking now. So I check like my online banking, like all my transactions, don't see a refund there. I'm like, okay, it's still 3 weeks. We'll give them time, right? So I honestly forgot about it for a while. And then it hit me in like this end of September. And I'm like, it's way past, because they sent this at the end of August. So I'm like, it's way past the time frame, right? So I'm like, it should be there. I'm checking, there's nothing there. And I'm like, okay, there's like an issue here. I want my money. Where is it? And then like, maybe no one else got it. So I went on Twitter. This is the one thing Twitter's useful, and I'm like, BTS tickets Toronto, and I'm seeing like if everyone got the refunds. Everyone else seems to have got the refunds from Toronto, and I'm like, okay, this is suspicious now, because like,
hey BTS,
if
Justin Bieber can e-transfer me the money for the concert tickets, you guys can take some time and e-transfer me mine.
Exactly, right? So I'm like, I need my money. So I'm like, okay, time to start this annoying process. So the first people I call are Ticketmaster. So first of all, I'm on hold with them for who knows how long. Right, they finally get through. I'm like, tell them my situation, and they're like, okay, it says that we sent it August 27th, so like you should have received it. And I'm like, what the heck? And then he's like, can you get me your order number? So I'm like, okay, let me go get my order number. So I go find like the old email where it says my order number, and then I scroll to the bottom, and I just see the last 4 digits of the credit card, and I was like, oh shoot. So long story short, I bought them on my old credit card. I lost that credit card, got a new one. And I was like, oh no, these are bought. And I was like, oh shoot, I figured out the problem. I think they are sent to my old credit card. And then Ticketmaster was like, we're only allowed to send the money back to the one you purchased. So this is like, you have to call your institution now. This is not our problem. We sent the thing. He gave me like a number, and I was like, okay, great. I go on hold with RBC. For who knows how long. They literally they didn't answer. I had to go somewhere. I gave up. So I was like, okay, I'll go in person. So I go in person the next day. I go to them. I tell them my situation. They can't find any record of my old credit card. It just doesn't exist, because usually it says it's lost or stolen. Doesn't exist. They're telling me they can't find it. They don't know. It should go automatically. But then they're like, there's absolutely no record. Like, we can't do anything. You have to call Visa. Guys, I was this close to breaking down and crying in the RBC, for a reason, but no reason. But I was just having one of those weeks. I was just so frustrated and just so annoyed, and that was almost I was about to break down in tears in RBC, but I didn't. I was like, okay. They're like, you have to call Visa. We can't deal with this. And I was like, okay. I get home. I didn't call Visa because I had to go somewhere that day. So the next day, I'm on the phone with Visa. I call them. They leave me on hold, first of all, for 40 minutes. Get on them. I call them, tell them my situation. Then they're like, we can't help you. You need to call RBC. And I was like, literally stop. I'm like, they sent me to you. Because you guys, there's no record of my old card, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, we literally can't help you. There's nothing we can do. We don't have the rights to look up your information. And I was like, and then she's like, do you want me to transfer to RBC? And I'm like, yeah. And then they leave me on hold again. And then I had to go somewhere else. Oh, and I did call them the same day. I did call Visa the same day because I had to go to church to volunteer. And I had to hang up because they were not answering. So then the next day I go on call with RBC again. This time on hold for 55 minutes. Finally, he answers. I tell this guy my situation. You know what he responds?
What?
He's like, oh, I see the transaction. Guys, it was that moment. I almost broke down in tears, just out of sheer embarrassment that time. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's on here. And I was like, I swear to God, I didn't see it. And he's like, no, it's on, and I can see it. And then he told me everything, and I was like, and I was just so in shock of my whole this whole process. Strange. And I was like, so I just was like, thank you, goodbye. And then so I go on my thing. So the thing is, I was looking at my transaction history, and usually when I get refunds, they go appear there, but it wasn't there. It was in my statement for the month.
That's strange.
That's what was so weird. And I was like, did I actually? I think that's even the sadder part, is that I didn't notice a credit of $300 to my credit card, because that's how much was on there, that I didn't even notice that $300 was automatically taken off. That's another problem in itself. But I guess it was there. I ended up getting my refund, but just that whole, like, it was so draining and just so annoying of a process just for it to actually be there, and me feel like the biggest stupid idiot when that guy was like, it's literally there, and I was like, oh my, this is my life. That is my life in a nutshell, guys. That was
one time I did cry in my bank, but for a very much larger amount.
Yeah.
So what happened was I didn't. The 1 year I did direct deposit for my student loan.
Mm-hmm.
I was like looking at my bank account and I was like, okay, like it should be in by now. And then I checked the website and it's like released. And I was like, I haven't gotten anything. So I took a look back at my direct deposit and I swapped 2 numbers in my account number. And I was like, oh cool. So first I went to my school's financial services and I was like, oh, hey, like I didn't get, So first, before I went to my school, I didn't know that I swapped the numbers.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, I didn't get my money. And they're like, we can't help you with that. Like here it doesn't tell us whether or not like it processed or not. Like you have to go to your bank. And I was like, okay, fair. So I go to my bank and they're like, no, like it's not here. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I like took a look after and I was like, oh, it's in the wrong account. So I went to my bank on another time and I go and I was like, oh, hey, like, is there a way you guys can check if this place released money into like a different account? Like just if it exists and like they got money. Cause then if they did, like this is gonna be a big problem for me. And they were like, no, we can't. And like, this is just such a large sum of money. Like it's like my tuition money that I was like sitting there and like, I like teared up. I was like, oh, like, I was like, okay, I understand. And I was just like, I like left like crying and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like I was like freaking out. And then like, I think 2 weeks later, I got a call from my school financial services. So it turns out that like when I went there, they like opened up an investigation with like the loan services or whatever, because like it like they do recognize there's a huge problem. So they found like, and they opened an investigation with my bank also, and then it turns out that like the money didn't get released anywhere because like the thing didn't exist. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. So then like they had it on hold and they're like, okay, send us your corrected information. I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness.
It's not fun. It's not fun when like there's like large amounts of money on the loose, like not in a position. No, and doesn't put you in a good position. Lose that kind whatsoever. Of money. Yeah, it's not a good feeling. No, like it's not the end of the world. It is, you know, but like it's like I'll just get kicked out of school. But yeah. Literally, but like just like the whole feel, it's not a good feeling. I was just like, I just felt so helpless. I was like, I don't know what to do now. Like I was like, holy smokes. And I was like, damn, it's so frustrating when they send you from like here to there to there, and they're like, no. Yeah, and like I genuinely didn't know what to do about this because I've never like. There's no FAQ. What happens if I screwed up my bank account and might have went to someone else? Yeah. And like I just like went to ask everyone. Like no one knew what to do, and I was like, it's not that they were like directing me to someone that like would be able to help. They were just kind of like, I can't help you. Like maybe check your bank. And I was like, and then I went there, and they're like, I don't think I can help you. And I was like, that's literally just the worst. Cool. It's the worst. Hated myself anyways. You know, fun. Like especially losing this amount of money. I was like. I was like, this isn't great. I can't remember what year. I think it might have been second year. I remember because the first year I got a check, and then third year, I think I did direct deposit, but I already had the correct information. But I remember I was like, I don't want to go through that again. Floored. I was like, oh my gosh, like not great. Yeah. Actually, I know exactly. Sorry, it did happen in third year. Because the reason I realized my direct deposit information was incorrect was because. That's when I started TAing. So I sent them my direct deposit information, the same one I used for my loan. And they were like, oh, this doesn't work. Like this doesn't exist or whatever. Like, can you send us a corrected thing? And I was like, so this is the issue. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Guys, wow. And like for my school's like financial aid office, I like called them and they like, no one picked up. And I was like, they were like, you have to come in. And I was like, okay. I went in, huge lineup. And I was like, hello, can I help you? Because they were doing like so many different things there. And I was like, it's not fun. Guys, need some money. Being an adult and dealing with money is not fun. No fun. No fun whatsoever. No gusto.
You have to steal it from your brother because he makes you waste 2.5 gigabytes on his stupid assignment, but it's okay.
Hey, that's all good. What's it called?
But I'm glad he wants to go shopping with you and not with me.
He can waste my money.
He can waste your money.
Balance.
Yeah. Knowing him, he would. Mm-hmm. Speaking of shopping, I know you have a Victorie's fashion faux pas for me.
I do, guys. This one's live on. I haven't even seen it yet. It was so exciting. So, background of it. I'll give it away what it is because Roxanne already knows.
Yeah.
But so I've been, you know me, interesting fashion. I'm the biggest fashion hypocrite of the planet. I hated Doc Martens with a passion. I remember vividly hating them as a child. Because I remember my parents went to buy me one, and I was like, no, those are ugly. I hate them. Like, I've always hated Doc Martens. Flash forward, I saw my cousin recently, and she was wearing a pair of Doc Martens, and I was like, they actually don't look that bad. And I was like, she kind of inspired me, and I was like, I might get it. And then I'm like, but it goes against everything I've ever said. Then I'm like, screw that. I'm going to buy myself a pair. So I did, and they literally arrived 2 minutes before we started shooting. So I was like, well,
it's meant to be.
Let's do a live thing, see if I regret my purchase live.
Live unboxing.
To help my case, I bought children's size. So they are so differently priced. Like, yeah. I got them for 110 with tax.
Nice.
And I think the adult ones...
slip my foot in.
I think the adult ones are close to 200.
Wow.
So, guys, life hack, if you're go up to size 8 female, go for kids.
Do it.
Kids' shoes.
Go for kids!
Oh, shoot. Will I need something?
Probably. It's not gonna work.
Don't underestimate me.
That wouldn't get it even if you wanted to. That's not gonna. Oh, this is pitiful. Get a pen.
I don't have a pen.
You can literally get up and go to your desk and get a pen. Why did I say it like that?
Stay tuned.
BRB.
Should have thought that one through.
Yeah. Holy smokes. You're like tearing down the house, man. Hey guys, it's just Roxanne now. Finally, exactly everything that I've needed and I've wanted. Oh, she's coming back. Sorry guys. I know this is what you really want, but one day you'll have just a Roxanne podcast.
It smells so good in here, guys.
It smells like Muskoka pine?
Yeah. Okay, guys. Live. Will Victorie regret her decision? Probably.
Dr. Airwear? Martins?
Let's see, guys. What do we think?
Oh, I don't like them.
What do we think? I don't mind them. I think some of the platforms look really chunky, but these ones don't look as chunky. Maybe
that's what I
kids.
don't like. I like the chunky ones better and the shiny ones.
Oh, I don't like the shiny. I wanted matte.
I don't like the matte. Put them on.
Put one. I'll put one.
Can I put on the other one?
I think I have zippers because they're kids ones.
Yep.
I love that. I love that. Why don't they make that in adult shoes? Make my life so easy.
They are more accessible if you have the zip. Actually, I don't know if zippers are accessible. Velcro is. I know that. Mm-hmm. And slip-ons.
What is this? This is my right foot? No, left. What if they don't fit? I'll be so sad. Guys, I'll cry.
We'll find out.
I think I ordered them in size 8. I kind of dig them. Not gonna lie to you folks. I kind of dig them. I like the little platform.
They're okay. There are better ones. But they're okay. These. For you, they look good.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, careful. You're literally kicking the microphone like you're freaking David Beckham and like you have to score the last penalty goal. Like,
I don't mind them. I like them because the thing about Doc Martens, I didn't like the big platforms. I don't like when they're shiny. So like these, I think are guys,
are they waterproof?
I think so. I hope so.
For that price, they better be.
They have some lining.
Like, do your taxes.
They have some lining. Oh, do you think they actually seem kind of comfortable? Do you think because they're kids? Guys, life hack: get the kids Doc Martens.
You want me to put on the other one?
Yeah. I think I find the biggest life hack. And the zippers. I love the zippers. That makes me so happy. People are going to be like, you're in kids' shoes. And I'm like, so what?
And?
I'm $100 richer than you.
Oh. think that's how that works. I wanted to put on the other shoe. It's all about you, isn't it?
Sorry. I should have known.
Oh, my foot's not gonna fit in there.
We have to loosen
Immediately,
it.
no.
Loosen
okay.
it.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna ruin
that's what I thought.
I'm not gonna ruin your shoe.
You have the literally same foot size as me.
You loosen it and then put it on. And then I'll put it on.
Oh, guys, I kind of dig these. Shoot.
Why is that bad?
I know it's not bad.
Isn't
It's
that
just
the goal? Isn't.
Wait, now you put it on. So let's try it on.
No, put it on. You have to put them on. Make sure they fit. And then I give the test.
Guys, oh, I love the zippers. They fit. It's actually a bit loose. Why is the right one bigger? Oh, it's because it's not tied up. That's it. I'm stupid.
I was about to say, I was like, are you actually asking that right now?
Ooh, kind of cool. I like the low platform. I love that. Because that's the one thing that turned me off about them. For myself. I think they look good on others, but I don't know, I like them. What do you rate them, Roxanne? Your rating?
Not bad. To me, they're a little bit too much of like the Katniss Everdeen style shoes. I really don't like that style.
That's fair.
So I'm not a fan of the zipper either. But look on you, they suit. So for you, I'd give them an 8 out of 10. So for the best,
oh yeah,
the
wow,
best ones, the highest. For myself, I'd return them if I got them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me.
Very fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
See, I'm actually shocked that I like these because again, I hated them my whole life.
Fair.
But two, I also bought a pair of like this kind of style shoe, and I hate the way they look on me. Like hate it. You should try those ones I have on. Maybe you like those. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because I've never worn them. But they're brown ones I bought last year. You want to try it on?
Yeah.
Here on 2GirlsBeingBros, we share our shoes.
We do have the same size foot, so well, we should.
Yeah. Give or take. That's not too bad.
They're not bad.
I don't know if it's like full your style.
I think,
but
I'm trying to think which, like these platforms.
I was just about to say the Bloodstone style is you. That's I can't wear those, but I think you rock the Bloodstone, whatever that style is called, the hairstyle of the boot. I don't know.
But like I mean, like this platform.
Yeah.
Right. Like how it's like.
I think those look sick on you.
This one's a little bit. Maybe you never know.
You should look for the kid one in that style.
I'll do it. I'll Google. Hey guys, we'll come back. Goals.
Get you a friend.
They're so far your best.
Yeah. They're just pretty comfy because I hear that, but I don't know if that the Doc Martens. I think it's more of the loafer style. They like cut your heels really bad.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The boots do that too.
And also just most boot style shoes cut your.
But these have like some lining in them. That these might actually be my new winter shoe, guys. I don't know.
Stay tuned.
Okay, that's my fashion faux pas of the week. Woohoo!
Are they meant to be winter boots?
There's ones that have lining in them. Like I saw a kid's one that had lining in them, except they had a black bottom. Not the yellow one, but I kind of want the yellow one. So I got this one. So I think they can be winter boots. I think they're rainproof for sure.
Maybe I'll invest in one if they're rainproof.
I'm pretty sure. But don't yell at me that much.
I would never. I would yell at you.
Yeah, you would.
I'm kidding. Ooh, like these.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you rock like the platform.
I think so.
You have that.
I think I've got that edge.
Yeah, that edge.
Like I could carry them, like, because I feel like people could judge with platform, but like if someone tried to judge me, I'd be like, and?
With that outfit even too.
Thanks.
That outfit with the ones without the laces.
Yeah.
That's a fit.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned
how it goes. You never know.
What's it called?
What is it called? I don't know. Tell me. Come on, Vic.
What's?
Can you just say what's it called? And just want me to pick up from that.
That was me thinking of a transition. My brain is hard. It's hard.
Just take it slow. Listen, imagine Ariel trying to synchronize audio and MG.
It's weird. Tech world is weird today. No, that was me trying to think of transition.
I know,
and I'm still trying to think. I've had a transition smoothly. There's no way I'm transitioning. What's been going on with my week? This is a little bit irrelevant by the time this comes out, but I need you. Are you good?
Girl, like, are you okay? Like, listen.
Do you know how often this happens to me where I stumble on my words and I just have to stop and like take a breath?
Like, you're so lucky we can't include this because my audio, I was trying to figure out my audio But watching you literally gasp for air was shocking to me.
You know, it's so hard to speak sometimes, guys.
It really isn't.
My brain just doesn't connect with my mouth. Anyways.
For me, I'm the complete opposite. It's like once I start talking about something, I get so excited and then I just ramble on like crazy. I don't know if you can tell. You can tell when I get excited about something because I literally just go and you can't stop.
I try to do that and then no words come out and then I have to stop. But it's gonna it'll be relevant by the time. Maybe not by the time this comes out. But Squid Game is all the rage.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch? I know, but I'm saying you need to watch it because I also need to know if you'll. No.
Okay, I'll watch it.
If that makes sense. I don't want to. No spoilers here.
No spoilers.
But also,
here.
side note, I just have to say something about Squid Game because like it was like all on TikTok. It's the number one watched Netflix show in the world right now, in a lot of countries. And yeah, it's everywhere. So I was seeing it everywhere. So I just decided to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, the storyline's so sad and like not like it's the storyline. It's awful and so sad. Like what it's supposed to be. It's like kind of like Hunger Games, basically. Like it's the most similar thing.
Vibe,
yeah. But the acting is phenomenal. The set's phenomenal. The way it's directed, phenomenal. The way it's produced, absolutely phenomenal. So I can totally see why it's all the rage. Like the storyline is so sad. But there's something in this, and I need to get your opinion on this too. There's two things I need to get your opinion on whenever you watch it. It's if you knew.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two is your thoughts on this man.
Okay.
Ring, ring, ring. It's simp o'clock. Okay.
You thought you could just drop that on me and I would just move on with my life?
Do kids still say simp? I don't think so. Anyways.
I'm at a loss for words.
There are very few people in the world that like take away your breath from beauty. You're one of them, you know? We talked about Giveon, that one time. This same scenario. Very few people.
Are you gonna show me a picture of him?
Oh
You've just been sitting
true.
here.
I guess I was gonna wait till you watch the show as if I can show you a picture of him. But holy smokes. When this man came on my screen, you know, like that little...
You shed a tear?
Almost. You know, like the sound, like the...
Yeah?
That I was
Holy smokes.
Like literally there's so few people there's so few people that like have ever done it to me, you know, Giveon being one of them, but it is straight up a beautiful specimen of a man.
Let me see.
His name is Wee Han Jun, I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce it. He plays the detective. Oh my god, this man, like I just was like just shocked by him. He's the one on the left.
Oh, he's cute.
Like, that's his Insta.
Oh, nice. Good stuff. I approve. I approve.
He's just, holy smokes, when this guy came on my screen, I was like, whoa. And then, like, me, I'm the type of person, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but as soon as I finish watching the show, I always go and stalk the cast on, like, Instagram. I go look up their ages. I go watch interviews like crazy. I just get obsessed. And, but I didn't really want to do it because I was like in the middle of the season. I was so scared of finding spoilers because everyone's talking about it, right? But I just had to. And I look him up. Guess what his age is?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
20.
He's freaking 30 years old.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's insane. First of all, he looks so good. I don't know where these genes are coming from that he looks absolutely like he does not look like he's 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's 30. And
Whoa.
I was like shocked, and then I kind of was like sad, like as if I didn't have a chance with him anyways, but like 30 is kind of it's a bit of a gap between 22.
You're practically 23.
you got to manifest, right? But I was just shocked at that, and then kind of sad, but then like shocked that he was 30.
Jeez, man, that's if
right?
I look that good I don't even look that good now. I'm 23.
But holy smokes, I just had to say that
wow.
There's little rare times where I'm like just so like when we like saw Giveon, like, you know, just like so like whoa, that happened to me. I'm obsessed with this guy. Wee Han Jun.
Happy for you.
Very beautiful.
I love to see it.
Yeah, I just had to say that, guys. Anyone else you agree? You should, if you have eyes.
Hopefully by next episode I will watch Squid Game and I can answer your questions.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if I'm really because Roxanne's good at guessing things. So
okay, so we'll see.
I'm very interested.
It's become an issue.
And if you now you know this man when you see him on screen.
Jaw's gonna drop again.
God.
Heck yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like that's everything for today.
And
Unless you have some more rambling, like, and by rambling I mean no words coming out of your mouth. You just kind of breathing and
you never know.
Moving your mouth.
You never know. We still got a whole outro to go, or make you might stumble.
Yeah, honestly, it's never over.
Mm-mm.
But anyways,
thanks for hanging out with us this week.
Hope you had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Hope you come back.
Please.
Let us know.
Give this video a big thumbs up. Follow us on all our socials. Make sure to subscribe. We come out with a cool video every Thursday and then podcast every other Thursday. Whatever. They alternate. You get the gist of it. We're posting on Thursdays.
Heck yeah.
Have it saved in your calendar. And
see you
till
soon.
Next time.
And with that, remember, kids,
don't do too much.